But guys, here's a question for you. Would you rather live where rent is cheaper but life is loud, or where everything looks fancy but your wallet cries every month? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm exploring high versus low density areas in Harare. Quite a debate. So please, from the hassles of Mbare to the calm and comfort of Borneo. We're talking of lifestyle, rent prices, groceries and even vibes. So please drop in your comment section which side are you on, and let's get into the video. Starting with high density areas. When you are talking of high density areas, we are talking of places such as Mbare, Glenview, Budiriro and Kwazana. And these, they are known as locations in Harare, Zimbabwe. This is different from low density areas, guys, because people, they are always outside. These places are always loud. They can disturb you if you have your company or business there. But these places, they live people who are poor, but no poor as such, but people who cannot afford those big expensive things. The first thing you notice when you visit high density areas in Zimbabwe is the noise. These places, they are always crowded, and a lot of people there, they do their jobs in the streets because there are a lot of vendors, people, they do hustles there. So everyone is always outside looking for money, and like in low density areas where people work in offices, people work in companies inside the house and not outside. Moving on to housing and renting. Houses in these areas, they are often smaller and they are very close to each other. Zimbabwe places uku, you can see that there are very few houses in Zimbabwe, but most of them zidiki. That's why they are very packed together, because you cannot have enough space to park your cars if you have many cars, to put a large garden, or even to build a swimming pool if you have that kind of money. So renting here often goes from $50 to $100 for one room a month, and then renting a one room often costs from $50 to $100 a month, and then a full house goes for about $300 a month. It's quite cheap, unlike low density areas, houses but in these places they are very cheap, they are very affordable, that a month you can acquire a $50 salary. And these prices, they are not attached with water and electricity expensive. Kana wakutoda pamba panenge pane mvura and electricity, unenge wakutobhadhira money inenge yato more than the previous one yanambokupa. That's one thing I like about high density areas, because you can always find things that match your lifestyle, things that match your salary. Kana uri munhu anotambira mari shoma, you can always get things zvinoenderana nemari yako when it comes to renting and groceries as well. People here buy their groceries and stuff from the street markets, from a tuck shop and vendors, because they are always cheap. Unlike my high density areas, my supermarkets are equal, but people, they prefer to buy from my local markets because they are cheap. And these people, they also allow my negotiations. Kana une mari shoma, kana kuda ku negotiate vanotobhuma futi. So that's one thing that is very nice about high density areas. And then grocery, it is also cheap. You can maybe estimation of $50 inokwana kutenga grocery re month yese if you are living in these areas. Restaurants. People in these areas, they often visit my local markets or my local restaurants, which are tuma mini restaurants neturi pamakona pema shops panenge pano vanenge vachitengesa chicken and chips, vanenge vachifraya nyama dzavo, and also mainly vanhu vanobika sadza vaiva ndo vanenge vatoripo, and then vanenge vachitengesa chikafu chavo at a very cheaper price. dollar kana riri sadza vanokutengesera dollar, kana rice or if ine tumwe tunhu twakawanda they sell it maybe $50 or $2. So vanhu vanoenda unotenga ipapo, especially pama lunch time hour, it is very cheap, unlike kuenda ku real restaurant where you can pay maybe $10 to buy just a burger. Saka when they prefer to live in high density areas because food and groceries, everything is very cheap. For $1 you can buy anything. You can buy even nyama yekudya manheru chaiyo. Moving on to low density areas. These are places known as my suburbs in Harare, Zimbabwe. These are places like Borodale, Avondale, Greencroft and Mount Pleasant. Places like these are always quiet. They've got rich vibes because kunogara vanhu vane mari. It's very rare kuona vanhu vasina mari vai let's say my middle class vanogara ikoko, but nowadays vakuwanikwa ma 1 or 2 because my prices eko anani, they are much cheaper zvekuti they can afford. But my places anogara the mbingas, the rich people, you know. So houses here, they are quite spacious. Kune dzimba dzihombe, ma big yards, kune ma electric gates, and unotoona kuti kune ma double stories. Ma upstairs aya akawanda zvekuti dzimba dzacho dzakanaka kudarika tuma 2 or 3 rooms or tuma 5 rooms tekuma high density areas. So renting often goes from $800 to $2,000 per month depending on how good looking the house is. Maybe unofarira dzimba dzakapendwa white, or you like dzimba dzihombe, or you don't like my upstairs. So it depends ne kuti imba yacho, the type of houses you like. Maybe it's because of the architectural structure or designs, or it's because of the color or something. So the price often goes or depends on that. And even though my prices anosiyana because of those things, but guys, my price acho anenge atongori expensive. And through my research, I've discovered kuti Mount Pleasant is one of my suburbs kutone a bit cheaper prices in terms of renting or buying houses. Moving on to groceries. People here do not shop kuma tuck shops or kuma markets epanze vai vanoshopa muma supermarkets, kuma malls, because ndoko vanotenga zvinhu zviri expensive zvinoenderana ne class yavo. Saka my price ranges chikafu chavo maybe from 500 groceries, yeah, because my expenses avo anenge akawanda. And these people, they mostly drive. Hautomboni, it's very rare kuona munhu ane mari yake anogara mumansion kuBorodale achinokwira kombe pabus stop. No. Vanhu veko vanofamba nemota nyama ndodzavanofamba nadzo, and ukatopinda mugaraji mavo mune a collection of cars. So that shows kuti these people, they are very rich, they are very wealthy. And then on weekends ndopa vanoita ma outings avo, and then they go to my restaurants, my expensive restaurants. Ndoko vanobhaya kwavanotenga ma cappuccinos, ma beef wellingtons. Havaite zvekuenda pamakona ekuma shops ekunotenga sadza $1. No. They value quality of food basing on the expense, basing on their wealth. So guys, tell me in the comment section, would you rather live a peaceful life in the low density areas or the loud, noisy and cheap life in the high density areas? Tell me which one you like, high or low density areas in Zimbabwe. Please don't forget to subscribe to your girl, share and like this video. It's been D Drinker, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.